I see fiddle all around me. Little, my head was on a swivel.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now!
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught. And running with power here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Now Lawrence. say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That's into the hands of Chosen. He's in the space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Robbie Chosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
734. Hey, 734.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Saints 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, Lion! 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Once more, ETN. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from a yard out. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
93.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Agnew now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Jaguars.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 33 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action, now Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
White Monday down. What's up?
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice little juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Hey, Lion,
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Forced out to his left.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Hey, easy, route,
Now
route.
a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On the Reds.
3rd down.
13, Luke. Go, let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing now is Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And quickly they get to the line.
And now Carr changing the formation.
3rd and 4.
White Monday. Raider 1. What's up?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's good.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill.
On play action, it's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 48 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Hey, I'm gone.
ETN up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Kill.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. 11, Agate. Ready.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big 13 heavy. Silver.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get to...
I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go